brought character sheets with me.
I may have some. Hey there, happy Sunday. I'm here in this spot because we're missing a David. And Matt's game would be a little David heavy today. So we're going to do a little session 0 for my next game. It's going to be pretty chatty today. So thanks for joining us. Hop in the chat if you have questions or suggestions. Hashtag like and subscribe. Smash that notification bell.
As long as you don't suggest anything to me. I'm a man. I make my own decisions.
I'm a woman.
I'm a woman. Woman.
My name is Woman.
Woman.
So I'm going to remove this.
That scared the crap out of me. I was like, what is scratching at the window?
Neat.
Yes.
So I already started making new stuff to go around our names and everything. Middle of the thing. Nameplate. The thing. Such a descriptive word for my game.
I hope I don't forget it.
Okay. Grab roll 20, and then we'll be in D&D Beyond as well.
I'll have to go get my laptop.
It was Matt's game, so I didn't bring a laptop.
There's the extra one.
We'll see how much my... There is the extra one.
Share. I will have some info for you before you make anything. So hopefully that will give you some more background info, which I'm actually glad. Like, I wanted to play today. I was ready to play my Dueling, but I don't know. I wish we had had more time last week too.
We'll be dying.
Next
Yeah,
time,
the ending was very abrupt last week.
Yeah, next time we'll kill faster.
It went very fast at the end. It did. So, we can discuss that. Just give me a minute.
Look at that thing.
It's a curly cue.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay, I have 2 links for you. Where should I put them?
Probably Facebook.
It takes me forever to log into Facebook.
I mean, you could put it in the Roll20 campaign.
I made a new one because I had so many pages.
Put
so
it
many
in the
notes.
old one so that we can join it for the new one.
Oh, that's a lot of sense you just made.
So go to Roll20.
Yeah. I gotcha. Give me a minute.
Okay.
You printed some out?
I always have a bunch in my...
I have some at home.
Wait, really? Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I have some. I have like a whole thing at home. I keep a binder of blank ones.
Alright, so, do join... Aw, is everybody dead?
Not everybody.
I showed our map to a coworker of mine on Friday or
Of all the
Thursday.
corpses?
Yeah, of all the corpses and stuff, because he was like asking me a ton of questions about D&D, and I was like, "Well, let me show you where we died."
Aw. I think this is correct. There you go. Roll20 and D&D Beyond.
Wait, is this ddb.ac campaigns?
Yep.
Confirm external link. Okay.
Are you sure you want to do that? Is she trustworthy enough to click the link?
Yes.
Since we're getting
That's what they want you to think.
Oh, they want
since
you
we're
to...
getting that all set up, quick side, I had the worst game last night.
Oh yeah.
It was my least favorite game of Magic ever.
Wow.
I played my commander 7 times and attacked once during the whole game. It was dreadful.
That's impressive.
There were 5 board wipes total, and then he got targeted once. It was quite the experience.
Didn't you still get second?
I did.
I remember seeing the result.
Yeah, but I'd rather have done something and gotten last than get second by basically just being impotent the whole time.
Process of elimination at that point.
Yeah.
Huh. Did your deck just not play out well, or was it just the board wipes that were rough?
It was the board wipes, and then the one board wipe was like I had finally had some really good equipment out, and somebody played a board wipe that destroyed all artifacts. And
Was it dismantling wave?
No. No.
You know, I thought about leaving that in, or I thought about taking that out in my deck, and then I realized that I'm about to go face a Shikari deck, the vehicle guy.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't take that out.
Yeah, let's leave that.
I'm gonna go grab my lefty up.
Would you mind bringing down a sugar-free thingy majigger?
Yeah, do you either one of you want to try it?
No graham crackers, no.
No, Graham.
I said my little sister takes a case of
I want to be your grandpa.
Oh, I guess I can put the yarn away.
Cheats.
Yeah! Oh, these
Yeah,
are the
boy.
weird ones.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm here for it.
I may have normal ones. I do not.
Okay, I'll take a pack of weirdies.
Who doesn't like a bunch of weirdies?
That's what I come do on Sundays.
Out with your weirdies.
Yep. Simple weirdies.
Did you just name the group already?
Simple weirdies.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't have other ones, but I'm sure Matt could print some out if you would prefer the other ones.
Yes. Or I can just start with this one and then I can just transfer everything when I get home.
Starlight! Starbird.
Well, I mean, has anybody even decided what their new character is going to be yet?
I have,
wait.
Oh.
I have 3 concepts that I brought to the...
Let me read you some stuff first. I need my feet. My feet warmer.
Yeah, because it's so cold in here.
One of
it's
those
cold.
pixies.
I don't have a regular temperature. It's either too cold or too hot.
Hot then you're cold.
In and out, yeah.
Up, then down. Very nice. Up, then.
So,
Oh.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, my game is literally right after D&D. It's at 9:15.
Okay. So, more in detail epilogue. I'm just going to read something. After a time, the ballroom is cleaned. Volume here because it's not. That's for planning. The ballroom is cleaned. Scraps are reset, lights relit. A horrible scrunching of metal is heard, and a rip in reality opens, throwing loose items forcefully from the room. A woman with brown hair and clever eyes steps through. She wears a flowing white dress that crosses at one shoulder only. Her hair is piled up in a gold netting, and she has gold roping at her waist and shoulders. There is a book in one hand. The Oracle, Baron says. The Baron, she replies. To what do I owe the pleasure of your exceptionally unique patronage? Gives a little smile like a girl. I'm here for their bones. Their bones? What bones, Beauty? You have to be more specific. Bones? All of them. And the dog and the wolf, if there were any left. He seems to be missing a piece of information. Everybody is.
What a shit oracle.
Yeah.
It's her job! Anyways, we don't know this. We're not there.
She's not gonna eat Sirius. If that gives you any comfort, I did take Sirius with me.
Oh, okay, good. Because I honestly had no idea what was going to happen to him.
Yeah.
It's his dog now.
Yeah, 2 doggos are better than 1.
Dang, that's fine.
True.
Sirius loves Jimmy, so.
Yeah.
I have to think about something real quick. Let me think about something.
Okay.
But in regards to Dugald, do you want to share what happens with Dugald?
Share with the class.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a pretty loose concept right now, but initially I feel like Dugald was kind of feeling a lot of the way that I felt afterwards, which was kind of like lost and a little depressed and everything. And so once I had time to actually think about it and suss out where he would be, his first priority was getting Basil home safe. And then he doesn't really, like, it's difficult for him to be with Basil because he's an old war friend and it reminds him of everything that goes on, so it wasn't really a place that he was able to collect his thoughts and sort of find himself a little bit. So he returned to Sen just to try and sort himself out in a completely new, somewhat sobering place. And also she knows a lot about death and dying, and so that he went in with the ideal of possibly finding out more about the Lich and how to deal with all that. But eventually kind of came away just wanting to better himself mentally and emotionally and kind of get back to life as it kind of was before meeting the Simple Fatties, and coming to terms with revenge and adventuring at that level and being that kind of hero, not so much being his lot in life. Yeah, kind of went back to taking odd jobs and trying to live a simple life, and he wasn't working, and yeah.
Just being a simple fatty.
Yeah.
So that left River's body in the bottle. Anastasia with Hubby. Radagast was Dust with Phoebe. So what I would say is Phoebe, being the strongest of the girls that were left, will need some time to recover. Until the Lich ever is completely destroyed, the girls would still have some connection to him. Literally molded their minds and bodies to his whim. As long as he lives, has a piece of them inside of him, he'll have some sort of control over their lives. Karis decides to live in her bottle with her patron to protect herself. Stays there permanently. Syl goes back to her town, where she lives uneasily among a town of lizards, kind of acting as her bodyguards. Phoebe does not return to Waterdeep. She's so very ashamed of her failings that she refuses to face her father, who had told her not to do this. She keeps her ashes with her at all time as a reminder. She's used to having voices in her head. She gets as far from the heart tree as possible. Maybe someday you could reach out to her, but super ashamed and embarrassed. leaves Waterdeep for parts unknown to make a new life and a new name for herself. Then believes in the cycle of death and rebirth and
Who owns our tavern if she leaves?
Yeah.
Yeah, the two tieflings.
The two tieflings?
Yeah, or it just goes back
Dougal.
to rotting.
They inherited it, I guess.
Yeah, he does keep the bottle as well as Sirius and all that as well. Like he doesn't just.
Oh, you keep my bottle?
Yeah, he doesn't just abandon everything, but
got
it's
it.
also just not his. Go back after the litter.
Got it. Okay.
Sen believes in the cycle of death and rebirth and prays for the group. Her hags are happy to make Dougal a deal to bring the adventurers back. This is the first time Dougal ever sees Sen serious. Usually takes him on like a protective mother as he falls into kind of a depressive state. There's nothing untoward about how she takes care of him, and she understands that he might have had feelings for River. But unfortunately for her, she also falls for him during that time. In realizing her own feelings, she realizes she has to kick Dougal and Basil out of the town before the hags convince them to do something stupid, like make a deal with a hag to bring somebody back to life. She gives Dougal a piece of her hair to communicate, just in case. She picks him up out of his cups and sets him on his way. So Dougal will return with Basil to help him with his family for a little bit, and just kind of be alone in his own thoughts there, but still surrounded by people. At some point, Jalabala would have approached you and put River into like a permanent gentle repose in that bottle. No, wait. And so Bibi will then have a locket full of Radagast's ashes with her, always as a reminder of her death, because due to her impatience. And
Reason why
he does. Where's
Yeah.
Mommy?
It's like a ship in a bottle.
Oh, he just lays next to the bottle all the time.
Preserved forever.
Oh, that hurts my
in there.
soul.
But now he has two puppies.
So close, but yet so far.
Still hurts my soul.
So, a lifetime away.
What the hell's a Kalistar?
Kalashtar are awesome. A lifetime away. That's actually what John was playing in my game. In a neighboring world named Theros!
Theros!
What's
Enemy
that?
notebook.
I refuse!
I immediately go to Theron.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a railroad. We don't want to go to Theros.
Oh, this is what Laura's character is.
See, that's what I think. People keep saying just.
Well, that was only 10 feet equals to your level.
People keep saying she's just aberrant mind sorcerer, but I'm thinking Kalashtar. Anyway, lifetime away in a neighboring world, a muscular, older human man and a mousy man with curly brown hair have had their eyes on a group of students at a nearby magic academy. Milo, being Milo, recognizes a spark of the simple fatties in each of them. They just need a little push to bring their true heroics to life.
Bring your true fatness out.
Would you like a slice of cake?
Yeah.
Or two.
Or how about the whole cake?
Yeah.
We have cakes for all of you.
Your characters are influenced in some way by your former character. Any of them, including somebody that has died that you played. So if he really wanted to, he could be playing somebody influenced by Oliver. Now, as we are in the planning phase, I'll turn the music back up.
Influenced is an interesting term.
What?
I said influenced is an interesting term. Oh.
So, I already know what David plans to do, and it's interesting. I would let him,
As David is.
I mean,
I would let him share that. So, about the world that
that should be good enough. New
my
campaign.
rules here would be for character creation, no homebrew other than what's already pre-approved, which would be Tal'Dorei book, Exalted Veils, and there's a book called Hexbound. I don't have it with me at the time. use D&D Beyond and roll 20 for character sheets and maps and such. Roll however you want. So standard array point buy or roll with no rerolls. Show me.
That was array, point buy, or rolls with no rerolls?
Yeah.
Okay. And those rolls are 46.
Yeah, that's usually how I do mine.
So if you want to do that and then decide you hate the rolls, then take standard array or point buy. I like point buy.
Okay.
That way you don't have somebody that's starting with 6s or 20s.
Having a 6 is fun sometimes.
Sometimes. Sorry, I made a big mess over here. So, like we had discussed last time, no punishment for 1s. 20s on skill checks are going to be considered criticals. And I have everything on D&D Beyond, so there's so many options.
Well, what was your 3 ideas class-wise?
One class-wise is kind of up in the air still. Right now I have it as Artificer because that looked kind of neat.
Yes.
But I had him more as a concept as a character. Though with you saying that you'd like it to be influenced by one of our past characters, that actually would fit really well with my wizard idea that I've had for a while. He would be an Owlin, and he's a subordinate of
Ginger.
No.
Oh.
Of my first character, Marcus Bristle, Archimagus Superior of the Guild of Chaos. So he would have been. So that his story
I was
is
referring to the fatties, but that's fine.
yeah, his story is that he was raised by Marcus, but that Marcus's plan for him was that he is more of a pacifist, and that Worley has been raised with ideals of pacifism and dealing with threats through nonviolence. He prefers to rely on cunning and resourcefulness. Facilitating violence, however, was left purposefully as a gray area. So his ideal is more to use magic and everything like that to sort of harmlessly end conflicts and that sort of thing, and I felt like that could kind of be interesting. Another character, the Artificer idea I had, I don't know how he would be influenced by anyone really.
Well, Deldrick had the guns.
That's true.
What if Deldrick was a real person somewhere?
That'd be interesting.
I will say, as you make characters, check the Theros book for the supernatural. Ooh! Also, okay, hold on. Pause your thought process, Nate. 3 things. Pick a god from the book. If you want no god, tell me no god. Oh, that's a very strange phrase to exit my mouth.
No god.
2, you can pick a supernatural background. It's just neat features you can add to your character that I'm letting you do for free. And you may pick the optional background features on D&D Beyond. So that's on the first character creation screen. It's on the same screen where
optional class features?
Yeah. Just some extra stuff you get.
Wait, where do I go in D&D Beyond to find this?
Like where you would change your name and your character portrait.
Home.
And the god and the supernatural background are both in the Theros book?
Yes, they're not on D&D Beyond for some reason, so I have to use the book.
Strange. Their book.
Alright.
And did you buy it?
Yeah, I have everything.
Huh. Scam?
Okay, I don't know how to use D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I figured.
Supernatural.
This is the best. This is the best time to learn.
Yeah. And the Artificer is still sort of a question mark. Like I could see him being any sort of martial class really. But his story is that
Artificers are wizards, aren't they?
I mean, kinda, yeah. But his story is that growing up, his brother was favored by their parents and was very outgoing and adventurous, while he preferred to just kind of tinker with things. But despite that, he and his brother were really close. And his brother has now been missing and not heard from in like a year and a half, and his parents have already started mourning as if he's dead. And so he decides to kind of pick up and ship out to find out what actually happened to his brother. And
I am starting you all as students.
Yeah.
So would you still be able to do student things and focus on school while worrying about your brother?
Well, yeah, and I mean, I had it in here as following what little. I had the brother's name as Conrad for now. Following what little Conrad left behind, Callum found his way to blah blah blah, and I figured I left it open for like maybe in his brother's room he found a pamphlet or something for a Strixhaven Academy or something like that, and that he kind of followed that to the school and is now kind of hunkering down or that sort of thing. Obviously, if I went with the Owlin Wizard, it'd be easy enough for it to be like, Marcus is like, you're old enough, it's time for you to go spread your wings and learn about magic and, that sort of thing, and sends them off. And there's a third, but it's an Aberrant Mind Sorcerer, and I know Jen's interested in playing that as well.
It's one of my 3 choices.
Yeah.
Well, 2. I didn't really come up with it. I didn't know we were doing this today, so I only got as far as 2.
Nobody knew.
I got Cleric and the Sorcerer, and that's as far as I got.
Yeah.
Although now I'm looking at backgrounds in D&D Beyond. I want to be an archaeologist, since I didn't get to do it in real life.
In Theros.
But I need Tomb of Annihilation in order
There's
to
no
access
archaeology.
No such thing.
Yeah.
They just don't do it.
You're part of a large continent called the Hexopolis that has a few zones, and there are 2 or 3 I don't have names for. So you can help me with that. The water area is Atlantia, the urban area is Neverdark, and that's where Strixhaven is. There's more of a jungle-focused place, a fire-focused place, so kind of plains, but all in the same... There's a city in the clouds, and an icy city to the north. All sorts of things. Everything here exists in sort of a duality, very yin and yang. Don't worry about colleges for Strixhaven, because you are first years, so you won't have to worry about that until your second year. I will say they have some interesting mechanics, so if you plan to tell the headmistress to F off or something, your report card is not going to look good.
Matt, what's your character ideas?
Oh, and Nate.
What a...
The thing that kind of hatched from that suit.
Oh yeah. The fuck
Yeah,
was
the
that?
orange thing.
Gray with orange
Oh,
eyes. It was a
okay.
gray render. Do you plan to keep him? They're kind of alienish creatures.
If he sticks around,
He's
I
like
have
a
no
puppy.
problem with... Huh?
He's like a big puppy.
3 doggos are better than 2.
What would you like?
Just take all of the strays.
They're pretty. They don't really have a gender.
So the first cat that my mom and I got was called Valentine, and that name was absolutely awful. So we just called it Gray Cat. So I'd probably just call it Gray.
Gray. Cool. Alright. The thing about gray renders as pets, they are higher CRs, but they're chaotic. So just like my darling doggo Daisy, thinks she's a lapdog and destroys stuff by looking at it.
Yeah.
They are similar.
Okay, I can dig it.
That's what
Oh,
tastes like.
yeah. What's her face fought one of those in the first campaign for her trial.
Oh, a shark?
No,
Keyleth?
no, the bow girl.
Oh,
Vex?
Vex?
Yeah,
What'd she fight?
the Graven.
Apparently a gray render.
Oh, that's when she did the Grey Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't remember them at all.
I
I don't remember the hunt at all either. So, as far as what the ideas I have in my head is, unless you were gonna say something.
No, you're good.
I was thinking of just going with my warlock class that I created.
No, homebrew.
You approved it before. Why is it not approved anymore?
It's a slippery slope. I want stuff from the books.
No warlock. It's just a subclass. But well, then I guess that's not it.
JK!
Yodel's brother Yodel.
Well, he can't be Yodel because he doesn't have his.
What is this?
I had an idea for a bard.
By the way, while you're thinking about that, and I would love to see a bard in action, by the way, the dragon that you guys left behind.
Oh, yeah,
I will say, when you guys left, Sirius fought alongside the girls and the injured Dougal to temporarily incapacitate the dragon. It ended up being banished, and they escaped in their flying cart, which returned to Tribor, then Longsaddle, and then whatever the other town was. They did eventually check on the last member of their group, Ember, found her dead with the rest of the town. Sen devoted herself to solving the mass polymorph problem, and the rest of the group is just kind of resigned to their lives. A bard. What kind of bard? Sword bard? Lore bard? Oh.
It'd probably be. Where is there a way to like?
Yeah.
A bard college.
I know, I am not ready for this.
Well, good thing we have 3 hours to do it.
Yeah.
My aberrant mind sorcerer kind of has a god or like patrony thing.
Patrony.
So what I wanted for him is like, it's almost like his connection to the like eldritch aberrant energies makes it so he has like these kind of slightly purplish glowing eyes and these 4 like spectral tentacles that are coming out of the back of his head, and the way he talks is like
Oh no.
my lord approves of this venture.
Okay.
And like the god that I found was like, I looked up all the like HP Lovecraft gods, and I found one with tentacles. I can't remember what the name of it was, but yeah, it was like Lord Grolnoth approves of this. This will feed my lord well, or some shit like that.
And because you're just a first year, they think you're all just Chinibio, like making it up. Sure he does, buddy. Whatever.
Yeah, right? And then under my breath, it's kind of like.
I love it. Yes, do that. That's
what
great.
What the fuck is Moot?
Moot?
Mordenkainen? No. Mystical Odysseys of Theros?
Oh, okay.
Yep, okay.
It's the best book.
That's the one.
The Moot book.
The College of Eloquence.
I hear that's a good one.
There's more subclasses in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's apparently a bard subclass in there called the College of Eloquence.
Oh my god.
Apparently it's the bardest bard ever barded.
Yeah.
Oh, there's actually not that many.
Next time we make characters for you, I did have a bard, but now I'm really thinking I want this wizard.
Wizard. Oh, then another question.
Wizard.
Are we level 1 or 11? Oh.
Oh, we're starting at 1?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Look, you're not
Ugh.
starting at 0. Your first years.
Ugh.
So,
I don't think I've ever started at level 1.
I don't think I have either, ever.
Congratulations.
can you at least tell us what kind of role David's character is going to fill? Like sorcerer, wizard, that sort of thing?
I think it's going to be another warlock. I'm not entirely sure, though.
Okay. Because these are 3 characters that I've been thinking of for a long time, so I'm happy to sort of fit into a role more than.
I don't know what he's up to today, but I can text him and ask.
I would imagine
Doing his
on
road
his way
trip.
back for the road trip, he probably works tomorrow.
Now I'm thinking paladin. Don't like any of them. Small.
Yeah, when I initially was, when I was in the shower, I was thinking paladin, but I'm like, I already played paladin. They're great, but I don't need to play another
I started to play a paladin, but then COVID.
paladin.
If nobody wants to play a cleric, I might just do the cleric.
my teacher board game group that plays on Mondays with the kids. The guy said, so what, well, the girl said, so what theme are we going with? He goes, murder. Playing with students.
That's funny.
Murder. The Strixhaven, I'm going to just flip through the book and give you some information. There are 5 colleges. Once you're in your second year, but you know, you can work towards one of them. There are actually some feats or backgrounds that give you feat branches. I don't think they're really worth it. Just kind of gives you a little bit of extra magic. It's pretty thematic, but meh. So the colleges are led by founder dragons, who are still alive and they still dip in once in a while.
Belladros one of them?
I'm sorry?
Is Belladros one of them?
Yes. Witherbloom. Belladros Witherbloom. Yeah, it is a magic thing, huh? Yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad they started integrating it more. Because they a few years ago, they came out with just like a couple page documents that were free online, like, oh, here's how we're integrating Zendikar into Dungeons and Dragons. And it wasn't taken very seriously, so.
Well, I know you 3 guys are big magic fans.
Well, Erebos is one. Heliod.
That's neat.
So both the Theros and the Strixhaven books are heavily incorporating magic, but not in an overwhelming way. Like, Jen and I will still have fun playing it.
Like just kind of names.
Yeah.
A little bit of lore,
So you know that the school is kind of led by an oracle who speaks to the dragons and can mess with time. Strixhaven University has a biblioplex, so big old library. This just might help influence your background choices.
So, do we need to pick a college?
Not yet. I just want you to think about them, and let me find that section of the book. I'll describe them. I don't want to.
Well, yeah, but
mess
that's how
it up.
I base. Like the way that I usually create my character is like I decide my class, my race, and what my specialty is going to be, and then I build everything else around that.
Okay. So
like I don't do it like backstory first and then everything.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Like I pick stuff and then I create a story around what I pick.
I always think of a personality that I.
And some
sounds
do.
fun to me.
Well, you could change your major. But Lorehold might fit your archaeologist. They're big on knowledge. I would say wizards and artificers would fit in there. They're devoted to the study of history, culture, behavior, social relationships.
Those are the Gryffindors.
Those are the Gryffindors.
Their Lorehold's colors and magic are even red and white.
Ooh.
Writing that down.
I need though. Does anyone have the Tomb of Annihilation book? Because that's where Archaeologist is. I can't access it on D&D Beyond.
I don't own that one. I thought Matt had a TOA.
Do you have TOA?
I bought it on Roll20.
I don't carry it around with me
Hey,
because I don't use stuff.
Oh, yeah, I could probably get it there.
Prismari is a college of elemental arts devoted to the study and practice of art, intertwined with magic.
Mari. Probably be the.
Oh, I don't think it's on
Ravenclaws.
Ready Flip. Or any flip.
Belladros is black green. That's definitely the Slytherins.
Oh, yes it is. Hey!
This ability's insane.
Found it. Doom of Annihilation.
Quandrex is a college of numeromancy. Patterns, fractals, and symmetry to wield power. I like that one.
Mouse.
I think if I were in this world, I'd be Quandrex. What's like you can be a fractalogist.
Yeah.
Might have to get back into magic. And then
Magic's fun.
I think Silverquill. Yeah, but I just started getting into Gwent again.
What is that?
There's
That's
nothing
the
in
card
here.
game from.
Sure.
So that he'll be in the middle of a
Witcher.
big speech, like, "I'm so sorry to hear your wife died," and your options are like, "I'll help you, increase my pay. This is a tragedy. Do you want to play Gwent?
Sometimes you just gotta break out in a game of Gwent.
Yeah.
But there's nothing. I don't see backgrounds in Tomb of Annihilation contents. Says I mean,
I thought Tomb of Annihilation was all
It's a module.
module, yeah.
right. So why is the background? Why does D&D Beyond say the background is in Tomb of Annihilation?
Background of
That's
what?
weird.
Archaeologist background.
Wow.
It says it's in. I have to purchase it in D&D Beyond for Tomb of Annihilation.
It might be in the back.
I'm looking at the table of contents and there's nothing.
I don't see what page it's on.
No, there's not even backgrounds. There. Wait. Oh, wait. Character backgrounds. 191. Hang on. They didn't.
Oh.
They didn't. Fucking. Hold on. What's happening?
I'll say it's also
Das ist
on
das.
5e.
Got it. Anthropologist, archaeologist.
Also on
And-
5ebackgrounds.com. Which apparently is a website.
Okay. A cleric archaeologist?
David. I will also say if you hate the character you make today or completely change your mind, you're welcome to trade them out at some point.
Thank you.
I'm going with the standard array. Or porply.
I'm gonna try
you roll
rolling
for it?
first.
Yeah, it was the worst I think I've ever rolled on any
God.
character.
I got 13,
12.
12, 16, 11, 15, and 15.
12, 13, 6, 9, 9, 16.
Mm.
3 below 10? Nope. Not pass.
Hero with no
If I had
words.
if I had an 18, I'd be like, sure, why not? I'll have a bunch of dump stats, I suppose, and be a horrible character.
I have a suggestion for choosing an image for your character, unless of course it's something completely inhuman. Art Breeder. Have you guys heard of this website?
No,
Okay.
it sounds
It's
interesting.
quite the name.
Art Breeder. So you can upload your own photo and then manipulate it to look like by just changing some levels. And it's more than just changing opacity, but it makes you look like anime character, like fantasy character. It's impressive. So I would suggest starting there, because then you get a completely original image for yourself too.
That's kind of...
I usually just go on Google Images and find one.
Yes, but we want something we can use in case, our stream never makes money.
Unfortunately, copyright is a problem.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go with Bard, depending on what else you guys are all going.
You're going Bard?
Yeah, I mean, they're full casters. They can provide quite a lot of utility, especially in a module that really isn't around fighting at all. It's just so probably is a pretty good selection.
But how would an archaeologist background fit into Strixhaven?
Well, obviously,
They don't believe in archaeology there.
you would be part of Lorehold. They are straight up underground. Their college, just is, it is archaeology.
Oh.
They're constantly looking into the past. So, actually, perfect.
Yeah, I think it'd be good. Where's backgrounds in the character builder? D&D
It's
Beyond.
under description.
Okay, that was
Okay.
a lot.
Okay. I have an archaeologist.
There's a lot of backgrounds. Witherbloom student.
I wanted to go to school for archaeology, but I was told I was not.
Oh.
My mother.
Could have told her.
Where to shove it.
I hope my mom never watches this stream.
You're supposed to pursue your dreams. Don't let your dreams be memes. Just do it!
Wow. Let your dreams be memes.
Amazing.
I think I want to go with what
fair.
was it? Funny enough, Krufix,
Uh-huh.
because
Krufix.
it's the god of knowledge and trickery, and that seems like a fun thing to have as a bard or follow as a bard. Is God selection in?
So
No,
we
you
don't
just
have
tell
a
me.
healer then, right? We don't have a
mean-
healer in the group.
Bard,
so far.
Bard can heal. Good healing word. I think.
They sure should.
Bards should have cure wounds, healing word.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they have like the higher level stuff.
I don't know. I'm not going to be able to res anybody. I don't think.
Artificers can do that a little bit.
I think he's
I
just
went with that.
continuing with his warlock. If you think about what you're playing based on that, so far I'm not hearing a.
Oh. Oh, because yours
Yeah.
are not melee, right?
There is melee stuff for the artificer, and it is so like if you go with the armorer subclass of the artificer, the armor that you like craft like even creates new limbs and stuff. So I could totally like Edward and Elric it up and have like a missing limb that's part of my armor, which was tempting.
Are you leaning more towards artificer then?
It's something I've never done, and if we're gonna have a warlock, like I said, I've had the Howlin and the Aberrant Mind Sorcerer in my back pocket for like a long time. It wouldn't hurt. And the artificer character, like his personality, is interesting to me.
The artificer
to try.
is so strong. That's the one where you can like craft magical items for your party and give them out with whatever they want, right?
To a degree, yeah.
That
You
would-
can't just do anything you want. Like,
That would give you a nice in.
you
too.
could like easily get like a bag of holding if you want, like right off the rip. You can like
Yes.
make like magical weapons. Like from what I understand,
You can replicate
depending on
some
how you
things,
build it, you
depending
can
on
make
how-
them pretty insane.
yeah, but yeah, it could be kind of like how I can't remember very well whoever the main character from the Wizards series, like when he kind of goes in to try out, and they're like magicians. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, he kind of like finds the school on accident, pretty much. Well,
Mhm.
accident.
Yeah.
And like when he tries out, they're like, I don't know about this kid, but Quentin, yeah.
Good book, terrible show.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking.
Yeah, I might go with Callum.
Oh,
the
custom
artificer.
lineage is an actual real thing.
Yeah, but it's different than how I rule it. I think it needs to be changed. Nate, I would say if you go artificer, your in could be that the first thing you did was made Dougal a new arm.
Basil.
I thought Dougal's arm was disintegrated.
Nope.
No?
Oh. No, but his buddy Basil was missing an arm from way back.
Oh, sure. Too ominous. We're not looking for ominous.
Aren't we though?
We're looking for inspirational.
And was it that you didn't have any normal character sheets, or you didn't have any more at all?
I didn't have any normal ones, and I only had 3 of those.
I can print some out. I have a printer.
Do you mind doing like the regular sheet? At least the first sheet, not the other 2, just the.
I can print any of them.
Can you do that, please?
You want one as well?
Oh no, I'll just take her strange one.
Here, take the strange one. I actually took all 3 of them. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you got. Oh, okay.
No, it's just the
That's
first page.
packaging. Okay.
I don't need to worry about the second and third right now. I just want the first sheet.
Jen, just remember your character needs to go on D&D Beyond.
Oh, god damn it. Fine.
Wrecked.
Got him.
That helps me, so I know what you guys can do.
I know it helps you, but I never remember to update it.
Well.
I didn't do it in Roll20. I didn't do it for River. Like, I don't update shit. Because I'm updating it in front of me. I cannot stand using a computer screen to find my stuff. Like, I can't do it. If I write it, I remember it better. I forgot we were live on Facebook.
Well, we're not really doing much.
Well, I just said, since we're missing a party member, we're workshopping our new characters for our wonderful DM, Jamie. Feel free to join in the chat or online with any suggestions or ideas. Okay, so I just have to pick my race and my class. I got my background.
And your supernatural
Is it
blessing.
is it supernatural?
Wait, where's that at?
Yes.
Where's that? Where? What? Where you see that?
It's not on D&D Beyond, it's in the Theros book. They don't have it available for some.
Oh, it's in the Theros book? Supernatural what?
Gifts.
Yep. So tell me, and you need to tell me which god, if any, and supernatural gift that you would like.
Okay, so you're doing Artificer, he's doing Bard and Warlock. Both of you guys can kind of feel. Maybe I'll do my. Well, no one's in melee, right?
Correct.
Melee would be Barbarian, Fighter, Monk. Or Paladin.
Well, you know, I have a preference for a certain angry punching girl, so I do recommend that somebody has to be the ginger character this time too.
Someone has to be the ginger character.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
my character could definitely be the follower of Pelor this time. It won't be as
In your face.
Yeah.
So David's Oliver's thing was that he worshipped Ginger, and she kept being like, "Yes, but Pelor, not me, Pelor."
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, whatever. In Theros, it's called Heliod and whatever. And she's like, no, honey,
Yeah.
Pelor.
Pelor.
Supernatural gifts.
Yeah, they're cool.
Oh shit! These are like extra.
They're almost like feats. I like them. I would,
And we just pick one right off the rip.
if you have a god you follow. If not, you go Iconoclast. There are options for that.
I don't know if mine would follow. Oh, you get okay. You get the different things as you level up.
Mhm.
Okay, I got it. I don't know if I went the Twilight.
Oh, Nyxborn for that would be beautiful.
Twilight cleric who's an archaeologist. Or a grave cleric that's an archaeologist.
So these replace background?
Nope.
Okay.
They are in addition.
Alright. So I could follow Pelor and still have the heroic destiny?
Sure.
Cool. Might go with that, I think. All the others look kinda...
So many choices. I don't know what to do.
Mhm.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate choices. Just tell me what to play, and I'll make it work. Too many books. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with the heroic destiny supernatural gift.
See, I'm still trying to figure out what fucking class I'm gonna play. Because I don't know what to do. Like, I kind of want to do the sorcerer, but we need a melee.
What do you most want to play? Oh, ah! Help, spider.
What? Where? Oh,
Got it.
she got it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's that one that like crawls down in front of your
Yes!
face. I hate that, especially when you're in the
Literally.
car.
Ugh. Why? It was trying to land on me. What a jerk.
There was one in my house that was in my living room one time, and I was sitting in the corner of my sectional, and I had some people over, and all of a sudden my friend Jared looks at me and he goes, "Just keep your eye on me. Just don't move." And I'm like, "What?" And then my friend Michelle was like, no, get over here. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I look up, and this giant spider is making its way, like, right into my face. And I screamed and literally jumped over the back of my couch. I was like, "Don't tell me to sit there and don't move, you asshole." Like, you tell me to run.
Do any of you like the Portal games?
I don't know what that is.
I have not played them, but I've enjoyed watching stuff about them.
There's a new one, and let's just say it takes me just as long to describe it as it takes to play it.
Have you beaten it?
Yes, in 28 minutes.
Is that because you're just like an Uber gamer, or because it's that easy?
It's
Like, are you just
it's like
that
a
good?
demo game for their new Steam Deck,
Oh,
and it's a very, very short game. It's
okay.
insane.
But was it like satisfying?
I don't know.
It didn't cost a lot, did it?
It was $0.
Oh, well then perfect. It can be as long as it needs to be. But you're not sure if it was even worth the half hour?
I mean, anything Portal is definitely worth the time. You are a okay, spoilers. You're a quality control inspector for Aperture Laboratories, and you inspect toilets. And after inspecting more than 200,000 of them, this or which is what characters from the first two games are, named Grady, comes and tells you, "Hey, this toilet's on fire. Let's see if I can fix it." He comes back 6 months later, and the flaming toilet has been upgraded to a turret. He has you practice shooting with it using your super desk, and you shoot the toilet and destroy the whole warehouse. So you go to jail, and Grady becomes your parole officer. And in jail, you have your desk and your toilet.
Yeah.
18 months later, you get released, and he says, "Let's go show this to the boss of Aperture Laboratories," who's now a giant head, and that's all. And I don't even know how to sum it up. At the end, there's giant head and singing toilets.
That's something.
Is it though?
It's quite the fever dream.
Yes, yes. Somebody was definitely
Thank
thinking
you.
something
You
special.
are the best.
Thank you.
And then there's that part.
No,
Ooh.
I don't want to hear
Are
Matt.
you doing spellcaster?
I will need some.
Are you doing spellcaster?
I might. Thank you.
Matt, in the future, I don't want to hear, "Why are you looking at the rafters?" Because a spider just tried to descend and eat my face.
Okay.
True story.
It wasn't gonna do that, but okay.
You don't know. You don't know its intentions.
See what's up.
What race are you playing?
Oh, in my head, I imagine him as like humanish. Maybe that, but I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Like I said, I thought of the personality first, and I came up with Artificer as a possible class just the other day when I was like thinking about all this. So, yeah.
I was thinking. I don't want her to do the halfling again.
Well, the real halfling.
I want to play a character opposite Bella sometime that just constantly wants to kill her because she's so hyper.
Maybe I'll make this character Bella.
Oh no.
That's not a bad idea. I liked Bella.
That's fine.
I don't know about the voice though. I'm afraid that voice would get annoying after a while. What was it?
That's why I said I want to play a character who wants to murder her.
Okay.
She's gonna do the same thing Nate's character would do, and just under her breath all the time be like, "Sleep."
Yeah, it's great, Bella. Thanks. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's so helpful and she's so peppy.
She's the Yankee girl.
She's so peppy. Oh my god, I can make her a valley girl.
She comes from a family of money.
But she does know what sweeping is.
She knows exactly what sweeping is. And she's pretty decent at pool.
What's with your sweeping?
Floods.
Oh, that was fun.
That was.
I know, by the end, I was like, I need this as our party.
Yeah, and it was great that you were even lying. Traitor.
Deception.
Oh my god, there's too many choices running through my head right now.
Get wrecked.
Custom lineage doesn't actually seem that
So wait,
custom.
I said
It's
I'm
not.
doing...
That's why when Nate was working on a Savasa background, I said, here's a point buy system for feats. I like that better. It makes it much more custom. Like
I'll say it's like custom lineage, but
Right.
like the only things you pick
it's very humanist.
are two things.
Yeah.
Like I want to make a mermaid siren, and there is nothing in there that fits it. But I can, using a point buy system, I can come up with something really good.
I was thumbing through the Tome of Beasts yesterday looking for a monster, and I saw a chick straddling
One
a
thing at
rock.
a
I'm like,
time.
oh, she's cute. And then I see she's a siren.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
There you go.
Just background.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you have TOB? Because I have that at home.
I have it virtually.
Oh, okay. I missed the trove.
Yeah, there was a part of me that was like, I
Survival.
knew it. I knew I should have downloaded every book prior to the destruction of it, but I just was too lazy.
Have you seen Batman yet?
I've heard it's good. I've heard blasphemy from the basement. When I was upstairs. You guys think it's better than Dark Knight? You're out of your minds.
I hate Christian Bale, so...
Same.
Well, sucks for you. It was one of the best movies I think I've ever seen.
Now,
It's in my
you
top
ready?
10.
You ready for some extra blasphemy? I didn't like Heath Ledger as the Joker.
Oh, really? That's definitely the best Joker I've ever.
Nicholson.
Jack Nicholas. He's the best.
Yeah. And apparently Jen and I were sitting right by each other.
I
Yeah.
heard. I
Yeah.
saw that on the Facebooks.
I was 2 rows behind her.
Huh. It's very interesting. What are the odds?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 nerds at the same theater.
At the same time, at the same showing.
2 nerds, 1 theater.
2 nerds, 1 theater.
Oh, dearie dear.
I love when you say "duty dear." It just makes me think of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, I was just
One of
about
my
to.
favorite movies.
I was just about to say that goes so far. Like Wendy loves my Mrs. Doubtfire impression so much that she has this plan in her head that I constantly forget about, where she calls me from another room, and I'm supposed to go, "Help is on the way, dear,"
Oh.
but I never remember. So she just goes, "Nate," and I'm like, "What?" I'm right here. She's like, "Do the thing." I'm like, "What thing?"
Aw, you're a terrible boyfriend.
Help is on the way, dear.
And then you have to hurdle all the
It was
all
the
the
drive-by
furniture.
fruiting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I fucking love that movie. I haven't
Me
watched
too.
it in so long. I need to watch it. Oh, my
Ooh.
equipment as an archaeologist already comes with a bullseye lantern.
Whoa!
Ooh.
You're rich. Sell it
Sell
for a
it
house.
immediately.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I don't know how you ever would have gotten one of those.
But now I don't have to find one.
Mm.
Ooh, a miner's
Do you
pick.
think you were born with it?
Oh.
Why am I writing this here? I'm stupid.
Why not?
Are you going with the archaeologist?
I am. I'm sticking. That is like hardcore. I'm sticking with that.
I want you to add something to your inventory.
Okay.
You have come to Strixhaven with a secret object in your possession. You found a book. You can decide where. Even digging around in your backyard, you found a book called "The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces." And it is locked, and so far you have been unable to open it up.
Ooh.
Creepy.
Again, why am I writing this in this notebook?
You know,
It.
you're a glutton for punishment.
I am. I just like to rewrite shit.
I can describe what it looks like.
You're a scribe in reality. You just don't know it.
It's was kind of covered in dirt when you found it. You need to decide where you found it.
I'll figure that out.
Lock that connects the cover to the two covers, and pretty thick, like phone book thickness with yellowed brown pages. And a picture of a bald man with a pointed beard on the cover. There's some gold script all over it that you have not been able to.
Do I know what language it could be?
I would say that would be part of your research. So,
is it like wording or is it like runes and symbols?
but it looks like it could be words, but maybe it could also be runes. You're not sure.
Okay. Thick book, bald man with pointed beard on the cover. Gold.
Once we actually get into the game, I'll have you make some rolls about it.
Okay. Gold script on the cover? Like around the picture or whatever? Okay. Gold script around.
Oh. That Hannah Rose that does art for Critical Role did art for the Candlekeep book.
Oh.
Okay. Now I have to.
Yeah, she's definitely a College star. 100%.
See, I think so too.
What's a Kalistar?
The race that Laura's character is, the new one.
With
Her sorcerer, what was her character's name? Not Logna,
Imogen.
Imogen.
with her history and what she sees in her dreams.
Yeah, I was like, there's an ability called Severed by Dreams, literally as a College star. They sleep, but they don't connect to the plane of dreams as other creatures do.
So
Instead,
a Kalistar is a type of human?
They look like
yeah, they're humanoid.
They also have uniquely colored hair.
Instead, their minds draw from the memories of the otherworldly spirits while they dream. As such, you are immune to spells and blah blah blah. So, and then she has Mind Link. You can speak telepathically to any creature you can see, provided the creature is within 10 feet, equal to 10 times your level. 10 feet times your level. You don't need to share language, blah blah blah. When you're using this trait, you can speak telepathically to a creature. You can use your action to give that creature the ability to speak telepathically with you for the next hour. It's like, that seems... She has everything that it...
I know
seems
she has.
awesome.
I know she has the telekinesis feat, which is dope as fuck.
Did you say reroll ones or no?
Yeah, the one that I had a 6 was, it was 3 1s and a 4, and I'm like, whew. I'm gonna have to pass on that, Bob.
No.
Yeah, she said specifically no rerolls.
Just making sure.
Okay. We'll start with what I got here. Do I want cartographer's tools or navigator's tools? What's navigator's tools? I don't know what that is.
Helps you navigate.
Thanks, Matt.
For tools, you might want to look in Xanathar's just a second.
Well,
'Cause
my
they
archaeologist
expand all
background
that.
gives me a choice of those two.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like,
They elaborate
as
more.
far as base, they just kind of say these are navigator's tools, and then it's kind of left up to interpretation. But in Xanathar's, they give you more information on like things you can do with the tools and that
Oh,
sort
I have Xanathar's at home.
of that sort of junk.
I know what cartographer's tools does because Kiki had them. What's the set of instruments used? Oh, it's navigation at sea. Lets you chart a ship's course and follow navigation charts.
It'll be super useful in a college.
Yeah, so I might just go with cartographer's tools.
Navigate those hallways.
Just getting your fake pirate ship.
I'm sure there are magic things that are worth being able to navigate. Magic corridors, and you gotta find the secret rooms. I'm all over the place. Stats later.
I can
Maybe stats
speak
later.
one language of my choice. Also says I have a wooden case with a map to a ruin or dungeon.
Nice.
So you are going archaeologist?
I'm definitely doing that. Like, that's the one thing I definitely know I want.
100%.
You seem like you're leaning towards Kalistar.
Nope.
Just kidding.
So they do allow you to do it.
Bullseye lantern.
Interesting. You know how like the some of the races have where you can change. You can it's like 2 in 1, and then it says you can pick another one. D&D Beyond allows you to pick the same one, which is kind of strange. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
I am half elf and also half elf.
It's like I get +2 in charisma and +1 in charisma.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my rolls because they're actually just like about the same as the
15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8.
Yeah, they're about close to the whatever that's called.
Standard array.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's 17, 15, 14, 12, 10, 7. So the bottom 3 are pretty much the same, except one is 1 lower, but then the top 3 are at least 1 higher, so. Yeah.
Hey, I also have a shovel and a 2-person tent.
Ew. Oh, that's snuggling.
A trinket recovered. Okay, so then it says I get a trinket recovered from a dig site. Can I use the book as that?
Perfect.
And I have 25 gold pieces. What the hell was that?
I know what it was.
Was that your chicken and bread?
Okay, so if you're starting at level 1,
You're starting at level 1. Yes,
that,
got it.
wow.
Sometimes you
So
have
that
to shard at
means
level 1.
that
If you're gonna shard, it might as well be a level 1. Every
Get
level
it out of
beyond
the
that
way.
is really scary.
Level 20 is just death.
Yeah.
that means
From all of my orifices.
Yeah, you just kind of implode on yourself. Out of your...
New subclass.
because I've never started at level 1. So does that mean we have, like, even though we're proficient in things like armor and weapons, are we starting with that, like with armor
You get starting equipment.
and okay.
You can either choose the starting equipment or choose gold and then buy your starting equipment.
But you do all wear college robes.
Okay, so we have robes. So if I wanted to be, if I wanted to do something that was a melee, like, you know, a paladin or a fighter or something, I could start with whatever armor is in my starting equipment. Okay. See, I was going for more support for this character, but now since everyone else is doing long distance, now it's completely making me change my way of thinking.
Long distance.
Well, bards aren't really melee.
Oh, you mean
Artificers
fighting
aren't really
style.
melee, and neither is warlock.
You can build artificer melee.
Mm-hmm.
You need more than just one melee person.
You don't need any.
I like to fill in the gap.
Okay.
That's usually what I do.
I mean, I think we're all fans of film.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What? What are you thinking of her? He said it.
But she threw that at him in response, and I appreciate that.
Oh, was that an angry throw? I thought it was like, great answer, here's a treat.
No, that was a terrible
I know,
answer.
I know.
A dirty, dirty boy.
You're a dirty
So,
girl.
when we start, you will have a Strixhaven tracking sheet that allows you to track your relationships, report cards, extracurriculars, a job, and student dice. You get student dice by passing exams, and from extracurriculars, they are I believe they're a D4. It's a roll you can add to any ability check that you make. When you participate in extracurriculars, you gain either a positive or negative relationship point with one student NPC, who is also a member of the extracurricular. So if during sports ball are a good sport, you would earn points. Or if you're a terrible sore loser, you would get a negative point. So you can pick extracurriculars as well as a job. When you have everything else filled in, I will give you options for extracurriculars and jobs.
So how old are these characters if we're first years in?
Well, anybody can go to school, but I would prefer you to be younger.
Like, are we talking
college
like
age.
late teens, early 20s? Well, because, I mean, first year, I would have been 18.
Some people are late bloomers.
I forgot. Was it something you said you were doing different with custom lineages?
Or some kind of point by that
I
you
do
use.
them differently than the D&D Beyond.
Ow!
What the heck just happened?
You stabbed her arm with a
I
pencil.
did! I caught it, but the pointy end went in my shirt. Ow.
I got a stick with the pointy end.
Ow.
Oh man.
That hurt. That sucked. I don't know what. I can't make a decision.
Of what?
Class.
Class?
Melee, go, done, boom.
Do like a fighter cleric if you want to do a cleric.
No, I'm not multi-classing. It confuses me.
No. I meant just a fighty style cleric, like a melee cleric.
That would be a war cleric.
Sure.
I did a war cleric though. That was Zara.
Alright.
I'm trying to think of, like, if I pick archaeologist as a background, what would be a good class for an archaeologist? Probably something like sorcerer.
By sorcerer? Look at Siki.
It just makes sense in my mind.
Ranger makes more sense.
I don't know if they're-
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, as far as an archaeologist goes, one with nature and whatnot. Artificer makes sense. Yeah, there could be two artificers. It's not broken at all.
I was thinking rogue.
Blood Hunter. The champion fighters are so good. Well, mainly because I like the ability to crit on a 19.
I think I did a champion fighter in your birthday one shot where we did the level 20s. I think champion fighter is the one I picked.
Fighter was one of the ones I was thinking of doing. I was thinking of doing fighter, the one that has all the maneuvers.
Battlemaster?
Seems like something you could handle. Oh, excuse me. The burps. The burps.
Coop-a-doodle-doo.
Okay.
He's just going ham.
I keep Bella.
Still going.
Bella is
I'd be a bard with the most simplest of instruments, a hand drum.
But then you need to actually.
Bella could be
perform
a fighter.
it. Just run around the table clapping at us.
Yeah.
What the hell is a glar? Glar.
You're a glar.
Oh, it's a short, curved, valved horn. Isn't this called a trumpet? A bent trumpet.
All right.
Do we have a regular player's handbook somewhere?
Probably.
Yes.
Can I borrow, please?
Mine
I can't reach it.
actually-
So. Sorry. Too far.
So far away.
Oh God! I really thought that was coming to my face. Goddamn.
Okay, Nate.
What
We
a
have Calum the Artificer.
Callum.
Callum. I have to write that down.
Caleb the Artificer.
Any other details on him so far?
Follower of Pelor.
Yes.
Um,
Good job.
The
Floor's not real in Theros.
He's from Faerun.
He is.
The
It could be, I guess.
heroic destiny gift.
Mhm.
And that's it. So.
Okay.
Should pick my race based on.
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Right? Wouldn't it make sense to pick your race based on your class?
Well, probably.
You're min
Because your stat that you get from the race is going to be determined
Right.
slightly by
Whatever
if
class
you
pick.
care about that. Some people don't. I do.
Alright guys, I'm never gonna have a chance to play this in a for reals, so
Play what?
my favorite channel on
Oh,
Well, we did. We used this already.
yeah, but it wasn't a good battle. Like we were all laughing our butts off, but you know.
Or I could just do a human and all the ability scores increase.
Or do variant human and you get a feat and you get
Different ability
two different
scores
ability
increased by
scores
one.
plus which is way better. Variant human is so much better than normal human.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be great except for the roar. I need the.
Yeah, I'll just do a human.
There's too many pew-pews.
I am too. Not enough views. This one.
Oh fuck am I listening
There
to?
I'm decreasing the amount of pews.
Okay, so I pick that.
Do we know where
What
the?
did you just say? I want to be a dinosaur. He said I want to do something.
Oh, well, isn't this called dinosaur laser battle?
That's why I said.
Yes.
That's why I said
Okay, so
dinosaur.
it has-
I don't know what he said.
Yeah, so he might as well say dinosaur in there somewhere. Do we know? He won. Do we know where the mark
That's what happened at the end of the Lich battle.
human variants are from?
Oh, we crashed.
Did it too many times.
Too many pews.
Too many
I'm sorry, what was
pews.
your questioning?
Well, there are these for the human traits. There are these mark of finding, mark of handling, mark of
I
making.
don't know what book those are from.
Because I'm thinking mark of making human makes a lot of sense for my character.
I don't mind what you pick, just make it make sense in context.
Like it makes things.
Sounds like Matt is Googling, so.
Wait, you don't pick your subclass of your class until 3rd level, right?
It's
Depending.
from Eberron,
2 or 3.
Rising from the Last War. Eberron.
So it sounds like you're a far traveler. You believe in Pelor and you're from Eberron. That's crazy.
You've been some places at level
Seen
1.
some He was a simple fatty in another way.
Oh shit, you get 2nd wind right off the rip?
Yeah.
Nice! Alright, I'm gonna be a fighter. Okay, I don't know what kind yet. But I narrowed it down and I got one!
Yeah. Battlemaster would
It
be
only
good.
took me an hour and a half.
Battlemaster, I think, would be good for you because you wanted to do the kind of stuff with your monk that the Battlemaster does.
Oh, the
Like
maneuvers?
you want to be able to do the maneuvers. You want to be able to like disarm them and like push them back, knock them prone. Like they do all that kind of shit.
Yeah, but
And
then...
they're strong.
But if I'm making a... Well, okay, she's gonna be human. But I feel like I'm creating an Orem. Like, that's what Orem does.
So,
Sure.
he's good. He's a good character.
Oh, okay. Well,
There are plenty other people that that have made Battlemaster fighters. He's not original. In
No,
any
I
way.
know, but I don't...
Not to say that he's not bad or not good at. I think he's playing.
I don't like to do something that Critical Role's already doing, because then I feel like people are
Your
gonna judge
character's
me.
name is Kiki. whose original in season 1 is named Kiki.
Yes.
That came after the fact. That was not part of the original plan.
You're living a fantasy already, so.
No, that
was Karen.
David came up with that. I wasn't even thinking about that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Your name is Karen.
I'm not naming my new character Karen. I'm just letting you know.
We'll see.
It's not even going to be a K name.
Yeah, if you just make sure that the character's a female, it's completely different than Aurum.
Okay.
And not a halfling.
It's Corum.
Oh my gosh.
It's a Karen. It's a Karen Aurum. I want to speak to your manager. Oh no. Speak to your headmistress.
So what happens between 4th and 7th level?
The cool thing about fighters is they get more ability score improvements.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
They get a bunch more.
Yeah, they do.
It's like double than any other class. You can get tons of.
I've played an Eldritch Knight fighter in the past. That was actually fun.
I had a character that got past one of my one of my flaws as a DM is I'd given them too many magic items, so then I had the idea that it made sense in the story, but they didn't like it very much, where I captured them and then I took all their shit, so then they didn't have any of those items anymore. But I mean, they were literally trying to sneak up towards an army and then got caught, so I mean, it worked. It was what it was. But one of the characters was an Eldritch Knight fighter who was bound to his weapon, so he was able to summon it from wherever he was.
Mm-hmm.
So that he got around. At least he had a weapon. I thought about being a dick. I'm like, it's in a bag of holding, bitch. But I'm like, all right, whatever.
Oh, and you get Battlemaster stuff right off the rip. You don't have to wait till 3rd level. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, Battlemasters are good.
So I have to pick 3 that are going to be dope until 7th level, because I don't get to pick any more until 7th. Okay.
Should I play the Dirtbag's name?
Wait, but isn't there like
Yes.
optional features in Tasha's for fighters?
Yes.
What are bird pipes?
Do we have a Tasha's here? You have a Tasha's.
Bird pipes.
I'm using it because that's what the artificers
If only you were using D&D Beyond and could check this.
I am on DMD.
Talking to Jen.
Oh.
I can go to any flip and get it there.
Any frip.
Wait, are the books on D&D Beyond where we can reference them?
Well, if you're going through your character, like she can level up to 20 if she wanted to, and you can D-level, so you can plan your character's levels. But when she clicks on her subclass, she can see.
Oh, yeah. I'm in the process of picking my instruments. Apparently I get 3 of them.
I played a one-shot as a bard, and so I made one of the instruments a theremin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A magical theremin.
Luckily, the one-shot began with like a shipwreck, so I just pretended that it got lost at sea. Carrying this around.
Okay, I can't.
Dramatic character creation.
This character is going to be good at perception.
There you go.
Hey!
First time in a while.
Taking a proficiency in it.
Okay, so wait a minute. Fighting style
Wait a
options. When you choose a fighting style, the following styles are added to your list of options. So in addition to these, there's these.
Yeah.
Okay.
True fact.
Holy shite. More options. God damn it.
Holy shit.
Spell
Inherited
casting.
Google's.
You can do it. You got it.
Choose a
Art
fighting style,
inspiration.
the following are added to your list. Oh wait, how many?
Wait.
You can't take a fighting style option more than
I'm gonna
once.
make some notes in the campaign.
Oh, I can only pick one of these fighting styles. Okay. Okay. Boy, when a creature within 5 feet of you.
Are we doing experience or milestones?
We'll go with experience for now.
Okay.
So where was the special feature thing you were talking about?
It's on page 12 of Theros.
Where's Theros?
Oh,
Do you have it?
Nope.
David is not sure
Oh,
what he's
I-
playing.
I have the Theros book. Hang on. Which is fine because I don't think I'm using it at the moment. Oh, because I was looking at supernatural gifts and I never picked one.
Decisions!
I got sidetracked. There's too much.
Which reminds me, I did decide on being a human as my race.
Cool. Variant human or regular human?
Another. Where'd it go? Yeah, I'm on D&D Beyond. The mark of making human.
Wait, where's other human choices?
On D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond!
D&D Beyond!
Where?
Over there.
On. It was under races.
Oh,
Like when you're looking at all the races, you can click the arrow to look at all the
Races.
options for it.
I didn't know there was other types of humans. New human details?
Probably.
So is this going to be your Marcus follower? Like, what is your connection to the Simple Fatties?
Still figuring that out.
Okay. Notes.
Okay, there's the different races. I see that. Human traits. Mark of finding human. Oh!
Oh, if I wanted to make like the most badass bard, there's a lot of things you can do to make a DM hate you.
Mark of handling human? What? Wait a minute. What does all this mean?
I'm not familiar with them,
Guts
so
to read it.
yeah, I don't plan to read the Eberron book. So if you don't know, pick something easier.
You know nobody's posted their deck list yet?
Yep. We all did it like a half hour before.
I thought there was a rule that said you had to do it 2 hours prior too.
There might be, but that's not how it happened.
And I just asked Bobby Z about it, and he had said if the streamer is streaming the game to YouTube or Twitch, so the streamer can post to the list in the links to the list in the description.
Oh, that mark of making makes sense for an artificer.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the one I'm looking at? No. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Mark of sentinel human. That could be good for a fighter. Where are the houses, though? I don't understand what that means.
This shit keeps happening, Nate. I was under by $1 yesterday, and now I'm over by $2.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
Update your
change
cheapest.
day to day.
Continue. 20107. Well, I already locked this shit
Oh,
in,
that's
so
basically a fighter.
deal with it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the variant human. Well, I don't like any of these. Cool.
2 tons. Give me some milk. 1 gallon. Melon Holly.
Melon
I
Colony.
like the second one. Yeah.
I like Melon
Take
Colony.
me there.
My favorite pizza place. Holy crap, Cloak of Stars is nuts.
Battlemaster Fighter Archaeologist. That just... Okay.
And I can abbreviate it as Jen has a BM. She's rethinking everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna B or L on that BM.
PM that BM.
I hate you and everything you stand for.
That game was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what accent I had to say it in.
That was the rap one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna pee yourself.
I was gonna pee my M. My P. Pee my P.
Oh my god.
How the heck do you get piety?
Do I want to make strength or dex my highest score? Here's the part where
Spoil the ending.
What?
Nothing.
Is like trying to figure out where to put my stats, because then you get the bumps. And like
right.
trying to like put the numbers in like a decent situation, and then like for fighter it says you want to make strength or dex your highest. Well, my highest that I rolled is 16, but if I do human I get a bump to that.
Excellent.
So why wouldn't I put like 15 in there, use it for the bump,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and then save 16 for something different?
You can do that. No, that makes sense. I mean,
You need from level 1. You need 20 strength, 20 constitution.
Yes. Yeah, you're
Well-
playing an orc, right?
Yes.
Wait,
Well,
really?
no.
Oh, yeah. You said variant human.
Yes. Well, next highest score should be Constitution or... Oh, no. I'm not doing that. So, definitely I want a high con. So, I'll put my 16 in con.
Hi, con. Proficiency.
But dexterity and strength, to make that my highest, that would only matter based on what weapon I'm using. If I'm using a melee weapon, I want to go strength.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Okay. Two here. Two underneath. She's an archaeologist. I'm assuming she would be a little bit intelligent. I think she'd rather be more intelligent than perceptive. Oh, this is grade A internet streaming right now.
Yeah, no talking whatsoever. That's why I'm not good at streaming alone, because
Yeah.
I don't like to just randomly talk.
Mhm.
I'm taking my notes for you guys inside the campaign, so you at least know where you're from. What else do you need to know from me off the top?
I need to know if you're going to be dealing with the piety system.
The piety system? Yeah.
Nope, the piety.
Yes, I will.
Trust me, it's better as piety.
You don't want the piety.
Unless it can be a cakeity system. Or a cookity system. Oh, brownity system. That's what I want.
Chocolate brownity system.
Instead of pies, brownies.
Baked goods. Donuts.
Sorry, I'm like, wait, did you say Lorehold School is what I should be looking
Yes.
at for Strixhaven? Okay.
I'm sure Nate could tell you more about Lorehold. No? Oh, okay.
It's red and white. They like elephants.
Yeah. Loxodon.
Yeah.
Loxodon fighter would be pretty cool. Big elephant
Yeah.
man. But you're human, so.
I don't want to be an elephant.
Choose a background.
They're pretty badass.
There's so many backgrounds.
I wanna
Yeah,
play
there's
I
a
wanna play
ton of
GIF.
backgrounds.
I want to play a GIF.
A Jiffy?
Yeah, a Jiffy.
I didn't even look through all the backgrounds. I just saw, like, as soon as I went to D&D Beyond, I saw Archaeologist, and I'm like, that's it. I want it.
I just had to go through the Captain Planet theme song to think about my location.
Let me give her a 15
Hey.
in intelligence,
You do what you gotta do.
since I am proficient in that. I get rid of my... Blaze doesn't have the same bonus.
Something with history.
Is my charisma in 12? Okay,
Oh, Lorehold student.
that's what I am.
Well, that's one of the backgrounds.
Yeah, all of the schools' backgrounds are in there. At least I saw Witherbloom and
Okay,
Slytherin.
and human. Here we go. Okay. Ability, 2 different ability scores is increased by 1. So.
How do we add the supernatural feats?
You don't. You just have to tell me.
I thought D&D Beyond did everything.
Me too. Shame on you, Dean.
Dag nabbit.
So, I would just add it under your notes section on the character builder.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be under optional feature manager. But instead it just has a bunch of things that I don't know where they're from.
That's from Tasha's.
Spells?
As far as I know, it is not on here.
Abilities. Definitely an ability. Alright, well. Inscrutable.
In. Do you have a background?
No. Oh. I know that I'll be, well, do I?
So I got that. You gain proficiency in 1 skill of your choice. Well, let me pick the fighter ones first. I'm sorry, I talk out loud to myself when I do stuff.
You're talking?
No. That was better than what I was gonna say.
Alright, I'm switching to Phoenix. I'm just gonna be the dirtiest dirtbags.
Oh,
You've ever-
Phoenix? Remember that.
Phenax.
Oh, that's your god?
Yeah. I'm switching from Crewfix's knowledge, and I decided my character doesn't give a crap about knowledge. I already had a character that cared about knowledge.
Okay. So, do you know what your connection will be? Are you still playing Bard?
Yeah, it's gonna be Bard. I don't know about connection yet.
Okay.
Would an archaeologist fighter know? Nah, she wouldn't really know anything about Arcana.
I want you to all follow Floor.
The great lore.
Yeah, the more I'm making her and what I'm coming up with, I don't think she follows any god.
Ooh. No god!
Iconoclast.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I have to do, what is that? Supernatural gift or whatever.
Yeah, it's right there. Well,
I mean, you could pick something else, like the gods believe in you, even if you don't believe in them.
you can pick this one where they try to like deliver messages through you, and you're like, "Fuck off! Come on, Jesus! I don't care." You're an oracle, but you just don't want to be.
That would be cool.
Intimidation. Oh, that's a charisma base. Fuck. Then I can pick another one of my choice. Is it here?
True.
So. Ooh. But I will make her proficient in religion. Because she has had studies and knows about them, but doesn't believe in them.
Just doing everything in her power to prove that they don't exist. Digging up old relics. And then not believing in what she finds. One of those.
What is that?
The earth is flat, trust me. I seen it.
Okay.
The earth is only 6,000 years old, trust me.
Okay.
Wait, is Shardmine in 5th edition? Did they actually bring it to 5th edition yet?
Sure.
Shardmine.
Oh, and I get a feat.
Wait,
oh,
did they?
Damn.
Because I played a Shardmine in 3rd, and it was sick.
I've never heard of that.
I'm gonna see if it's in.
Aren't there like more feats in other books too? God damn it.
There's sentient fragments from the Living Gate.
There's a bajillion in D&D Beyond.
I know, I'm looking at it.
Nate, do you know if they
Because
brought
of course there is.
Shardmine to 5th edition?
I don't think they did.
Oh, I typed it in and it said 5th edition.
Alright.
It's here, but it's not. It's probably not real.
Homebrew thing.
I'm gonna pee and then I'm going to take a smoke break because I need to stop looking at stuff. My eyes are getting crossed. I need a moment to sit and reflect.
Player's Handbook 4th edition. Son of a bitch.
Nope.
Shardmine?
Yeah.
Could be an auto gnome.
Auto gnome.
Wow.
Get in the zone. Auto gnome.
I still want to do it.
Whoa. Oh my god, he's dying. He's imploding from the inside out. Simic hybrid? Is that a real thing?
Yeah. You could be a plasmoid, an amorphous being with no shape.
Ooh. Sounds great.
I want to play a hippo
Sounds
man.
great.
I want to play a hippogriff.
Ooh, sounds great.
Oh, Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. The Simic combine uses. Wait, what? The Simic combine. Combine uses magic to fuse different life forms. Oh, dude, I'm a snake. Your body's been altered with animal characters. You actually can be a. Well, you could be a manta. Manta glide. You have ray-like fins. Breathe air in the water and you gain a swim speed. I don't want to be a cynic.
Alone.
Blum.
Alright, are they there?
Yeah, I think so.
That's good.
So were you looking to go lore or eloquence?
Probably eloquent. I don't know. That's 2 levels from now. At least a month or so. Who knows? Anything can happen.
2 weeks from now? I think you should play Radagast's Unborn Son. He'll be a far traveler from a world that does not exist. Oopsie. Alright, bathroom break for me.
Alrighty.
Isn't Jen in there?
No.
She's
Oh, smoke break. That's right.
she's killing herself.
Oh, she was doing the old BM. She's pooping. Why would my character be? What would be a tie-in? I don't even know, dude. Equipment. There's equipment or gold. Oh, background. That's right.
Back around. Alright. Moving along.
He's pippity popping right here, dude. Flap, flap. Although. Choose two from these three options. Wow.
But you can't.
Such good choices. Oh, so the Strixhaven Initiate, they give you some spells right off the rip.
Like him.
Even as a fighter, you can just get spells.
Yes, but
Yeah.
is that
If
going to benefit you the whole time? It is like a tree, which, from what I understand, they did in 3.5. So.
Yeah, tree.
Feat tree, like you can get different things if you do one thing.
From what I can tell, it's just that you just pick one at level 1. Nothing else happens. I'm just on D&D Beyond. You get 2 cantrips and you get a first level spell of depending on which college you pick. Nothing else happens with that. Unless there's something else later on that opens up. I think I'm gonna go to the Cyndaquil College.
Jennifer.
Are we doing anything between the two characters or no?
I don't think so.
Like not even like a friend thing?
Nope. Screw you.
Nah, I don't
No,
think. Not
okay.
to begin with, I don't think.
No,
Silvery
that's
Bards
fine.
is from this book.
Because that was going to kind of
Yeah.
debate on which type of fighting style I chose.
Okay, yeah.
That's
No.
why I'm wondering.
Oh.
Yeah, no, my guy's definitely more of
I'll
a-
go Witherbloom so I can
So
pick
Okay.
Silvery
something
Barges.
happened, actually.
Okay, nope, that's totally fine. Then that will
Oh, actually,
decide
Silvery Barge
my
might be
style.
a whatchamacallit spell. It might be a bard spell. Seems very bardish.
So,
Yep, bard, sorcerer, wizard. Nice. I don't even have to.
that one's really going to be.
One,
So I
two.
don't need that.
Think.
Different.
Wait, do I have? How do I get back to my character? It keeps taking me away. Do I just hit back?
You just have to click out of it.
Okay, here is something that always confused me under starting equipment.
Uh-huh.
You have Okay. You have A and B
Mm-hmm.
for like armor.
Okay. I forgot these are in classes, yeah?
Yeah, under classes.
Okay, just so I can look. Alright.
Okay, so out of there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 A's and 4 B's. Do you pick one from each?
Yeah.
A and B.
Yeah. So for each one, you can choose either A or B. It doesn't have to be all A's or all B's.
Okay, but you can choose from all four of these bullet points.
Correct.
Okay.
And the ones that come in your background.
Right. Okay. But what if I want leather armor but not a longbow?
True. What if?
Wait, what?
Well, A is chainmail, or B is a leather armor, longbow, and 20 arrows. If she's melee, I don't want a longbow. But I wouldn't mind. I don't know if I want chainmail.
So I don't. It might be there, but there's typically something that says if you forego the starting equipment as well as the items offered by your background, you start with a certain amount of gold to buy your equipment.
Maybe that's some sort of website.
Is that where
It
in the
should be-
book it's got like you roll your
It should be
class
right
and you...
under. It should be right under the bullet points.
Doesn't say that in there.
Really?
No, not in the player's handbook at least.
Oh, okay.
Because I know
It's at the beginning of the chapter.
I know you can roll for money.
Yeah, it's at the beginning of the chapter.
So if you don't want the starting equipment, you roll whatever that money thing is, and then you can buy your equipment.
Nope.
Wait, where is
D&D
that?
Beyond's kind of nice in that for you can just literally pick the package and you don't have to think about it. I don't feel like buying my starting equipment.
Well, 143.
I imagine I'll pick up some random stuff. Do I have an item that I start
There we
with?
go, fighter. 5d4
Right.
What's your
times
background?
10.
Oh, you need my background.
Oh,
Silver
and I
Quill
have an
student.
extra 25.
I'm sorry?
That's my
Silver
background.
Quill student.
Tell me about your character.
Come on!
Just a
No idea yet?
Just a high elf. You know? I almost picked investigator, but
Ooh.
yeah.
I did investigator for my paladin,
Yeah.
and it was really cool. I played her like a CSI type, CSI Miami type character.
Do you have a name? Okay.
I'm picking languages though.
Okay.
Should I pick languages based on Theros? Because it doesn't make any sense to like pick like
15,
Yes.
Draconic and stuff if we're not
15
if we're only gonna be in
times
Theros.
10
That,
is 150.
I don't know what most of these
Plus
languages
25
are.
is one.
A lot of them are
75,
purple.
right?
Okay.
You go back to the.
I know Loxodon,
Okay.
so I'll pick Loxodon. I know Zemian's not.
Need-
That's
I need
critical.
weapons.
If you go back to your home creation screen, you can turn off roll contents if you just.
I ought to be able to like
Yeah.
pick languages easier.
Then I'll tell you once you have a name and everything. What's up with you?
Would it be how I do?
Sometimes it do be like that.
Every now and then.
Sometimes like that it do be.
I turned off it,
I
but
gotta
it's
keep reminding
Zemian's
myself
still
that
there.
we're squishy at level 1,
Oh,
so my armor
anyway.
class is gonna be super low.
I'll just do this.
Move that out of the way before it falls all over the book.
Nothing new. Books are used to it.
Oh shit, that shit's expensive. Whoa.
Whoa! How many monies did you get?
175.
Are you rich? No.
175.
Alright. Okay, so there's some carryover.
Oh, but I can get a shield. That helps. Oopsie.
14 plus dex.
What is math?
Oh. did scale mail and a shield. It is an 18 armor class. Right off the rip.
Bard.
I like that one. That's... Alignment. Whoa, they care?
Oh, but I have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Oh yeah,
Oof.
bud.
Oof. So do Nate.
Yeah.
Oh, Fate. There's a spot for Fate. Where I can put a god. It's under character details under
Yeah, but
alignment.
that's not your supernatural gift.
No, but I can still put Phoenix. Was it? Yeah, Phoenix.
What up, Jam?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Lifestyle choice. Hmm. Physical characteristics.
Floor.
Hair, yes.
Sometimes hair do be like that.
What would you say the armor that the Witcher wears? Is that studded leather?
At what point?
Oh.
In the show. Like, I'm talking like Henry Cavill's version.
This last season, sure.
Would that be considered like studded leather? That's too low an armor.
I would say his armor from the first season would be studded leather. This season would be pretty intense. Not that studded leather exists. I guess it would be studded leather. It's covered in studs and it is leather.
Yeah, like if you look at
Yeah. It's just fancy.
like sorry. Like that picture there.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
like studded leather.
Yep.
But in the video game, oh, he's wearing chainmail.
Chainmail!
Well, in the video game, he has a ton of armor. So, and you can change its color. You have heavy, medium, light. Technically, it's School of Wolf, Viper, Cat, Bear. Viper.
Because in my head, I'm picturing
Griffin.
something like Witcher armor. So I'm
Gryffindor.
trying to figure out.
So, what you want to look for, Google, is Witcher Grandmaster armor. And it will show you some pretty stuff.
Witcher.
I didn't pick a name,
Master.
so my name is Hero with no name.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, you didn't do that on purpose?
No.
Oh.
It just I blanked it out, and then
Oh.
it changed to Hero with no
Shit.
Hero with no name. He's a hero with no name.
So it'll be heavy.
What if
heavy
that's
armor.
what your name translates to?
No name.
A hero with no name?
He's not a hero yet, though. That's the problem.
A student with no name.
Simple student with no name.
That's too much. That's a lot of armor. No, I don't think I would have that much of level 1, would I? Well, I mean, I get proficiency with heavy armor right off the rip.
So you want to go with full plate now?
All armor and shields.
It's only 1,500 gold.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Wait, can you print something out? for
Maybe,
me?
Sure.
maybe I will go with the chainmail.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll go chainmail.
I'll send them.
And I'll do a shield. No armor. Oops, that's 85. Oh, pieces left.
Never.
Okie dokie.
Well, then I don't need to do the thingy because then okay, if I pick, so I don't need to worry about the money.
Money.
Because I picked the chainmail. Then I want to do a martial weapon and a shield, which I'm gonna do. So I don't need to worry about the money. So I'll just stick with that 25 gold that I have from my background. Martial weapon and a shield. So chainmail armor gives me 16 AC, plus the shield gives me 18. But disadvantage on stealth checks. No to that. What weapon do I want?
Dropping books. Jeez.
Oh, but if you have a shield, you can't do a two-handed weapon.
You can do a longsword, which is versatile.
Yeah.
Which means you don't. If you don't want to use your shield, you can do an extra couple damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think it'd be kind of fun to have a flail. Two-handed,
I'm gonna get you.
two-handed.
I'm gonna get you. Start running at him.
What? Why was that so funny?
I don't know. I'm a bard.
I saw a homebrew art class the other day that was School of Jackass.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, it made me so happy.
Isn't it just every bard?
Sort of.
I just thought of something. So as a fighter, obviously like your first attack would be like your main attack action. Can't you bonus action offhand attack?
Yes, but you would not get your proficiency unless you have the two-weapon
fighting
at
style.
range. Yeah.
But you do eventually pick up fighting style.
Yeah.
Is it level 1?
Yes, I can pick a fighting style.
Oh, well then.
So
Well,
if
then
I
you
did
well, you wouldn't be
two-weapon
wearing
fighting,
a shield then.
huh?
You wouldn't be wearing a shield then.
Oh, because you have to hold the shield in the other hand.
Yeah.
Well, but when you're offhand, you can just strike with the same hand.
Oh, it'll tell you what two-weapon fighting is
You can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack.
with your offhand.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what it says. It says two-weapon fighting. When you engage in two-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier.
Two-weapon fighting. You have to have 2 weapons.
Oh!
2 weapons.
Yeah, two-weapon fighting is a thing.
Yeah, it's an actual, like, feat.
195. When you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the other hand. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage, but that style would, of course, change that.
Okay.
The damage of the bonus attack unless that modifier is negative.
Yeah, you'd be going shieldless.
If either weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack with it.
Whoa.
Yeah, so they both need to be light in that case, and 2 different weapons.
But then dueling, when you are wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon.
Yeah,
that
if
would
you're
work
going
with
for more
shield.
deeds.
So dueling would work with the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll just do dueling as my fighting style.
I'm not gonna go defense. Get a
I thought
shield.
about that.
Get like 20 AC at level 1.
19.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It would be 19.
It makes it pretty hard to hit low levels. It trails off a little bit later on, but
Yeah, now I'm like, ugh, do I want to go the high AC or extra damage?
well, level 1's a brutal level, so you can literally get one shot by anything.
Yeah, especially if
There's a
I'm
gobbo.
especially if I'm gonna be up
Yeah,
front.
goblins can one shot you. But luckily we're in school, so there's no way we can get
No
attacked in schools.
Yeah.
And they don't allow goblins here, so
But that +2 to damage could take out those low-level goblins.
There you go. Yeah, I'm choosing spells right now, and then I think I'm pretty much done outside of fleshing out my back story and such.
I'm
so I think I'll change my backstory at least slightly to, instead of like trying to like find clues in my brother's room as to where he was going, like maybe my family and I know that he was going to a Strixhaven school.
Okay.
And so like we haven't heard from him and nobody's gotten back to us, and he kind of mysteriously disappeared, and so now I'm going to the school to try and figure out.
Okay.
My husband sent me a text. Since I got the wrong toilet paper that one time, which am I not supposed to get? Apparently you went to the store to get some stuff.
I need more TP for my Bunholio.
Oh my gosh.
He did get the wrong toilet paper last time. I was very upset.
What does that mean?
There's all kinds of wrong toilet paper.
Yes.
Yes, there is.
There's the toilet paper that like disintegrates the moment you touch anything with it, so it just leaves the little pieces everywhere. There's the toilet paper that's way too thin for its own good, and you feel everything you wipe. There's all kinds of shit toilet paper. I specifically buy Quilter Northern only now because it's the best one that I like.
Well, see, I like the Charmin, but I don't like the red label Charmin.
Charmin.
The red label Charmin is the one that's the bad one. And that's the one he bought last time.
You just be like, red equals no. Stop!
Okay.
What's the name? This is my voice for my new character. Hello, my name is Lornik.
It's what now?
You're dead.
My
Sorry.
name is Neilward.
I dare you.
Hello, my name is Half an S. Half an S. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make an NPC. I still might do it, so I guess I'll stop. But I wanted to make an NPC's character name where his name was something where his first and his last name made something that was a dumb one, like half an ass.
Yeah.
Which is look, it's half an ass. It's half an ass, but half an ass.
That's great.
You guys, I have 13 hit points. That is like.
I have more hit points than you. I have 14.
That is like, oh my god.
Did you put like no points in your Constitution?
I did. My two highest are Con and Strength. I have 16s in both.
16.
Well then how? Better start with a D10.
No, your hit points at first level is 10 plus your Con mod.
Yeah.
My Con mod is 3. So 10 plus 3.
So what is your background?
13.
How was mine 14 then?
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Still working on background?
Yeah.
For a bard?
After I finish picking
it should be
spells.
a D8.
Your hit points at first level. You find Bard.
D8 plus Con.
It's a barbarian.
Did you pick your connection?
Your hit points at first level are 8 plus your Con mod.
Well, D&D Beyond says, fuck that. It has me at 14 and I did nothing, I didn't do anything. I don't know why it's at 14.
Yeah, it says 8 plus your Con mod. That's why I don't like to use that stuff.
So speaking of D&D Beyond, Jen, go ahead and log in and update your character.
Why does it show
I'm
my-
not done. I will when I'm done.
I shall look.
My Con is plus 2. Because my Con is 14.
So your hit points would be 10.
Theory.
Okay, wait, what did I say my fighting? Oh, I haven't picked it. Oh, defense or dueling? Defense or dueling?
Features and traits.
What's it going to be?
Feats and traits and feats and traits.
Defense or dueling, you said?
Yeah. So,
So
I
you
want that
have
bonus to
1d8
AC for
plus-
1 or 2 bonus for damage.
Hit points at so 8
Think of
plus
have the
con.
two terms already.
Yeah, it should be 10, but for some reason it's at 14. And I
You
didn't-
might have
I
it
need you to
set
pick
to roll.
in
You
3.
can
2. 1.
Defense!
There you go!
Okay.
So you can pick how you do hit points. At the top of the screen it says manage HP.
There you go, just make
And
me
you can
panic
pick
pick.
if you roll or if you take the normal.
Tell them about the eye contact.
So it has you at rolled HP 12 and +2 from Constitution. So that's how you have 14.
Just panic.
But how do you
everything.
roll more than 8 on a D8?
But that's how
At first
that's
level.
how I literally have to do it though.
You shouldn't have done that.
I'm so I didn't do anything. I just left it as it was.
I cannot make
But
choices.
yeah, I'll change it.
Like I don't know if that's a flaw in my person.
I rolled so good.
That's what.
but just
Maybe you didn't have it set
when I was
to
planning my
bird
wedding and like
and
looking
just
at
kept it
all,
at
I was
whatever
like,
class you
no,
previously had.
What did I
like
first
flowers
select? I
and
might have picked
you know
a fighter.
invitations and shit. I'm like
Yeah.
just give me one thing,
Mm.
or like let me
So-
choose
Look how
between
good
three.
I am.
I think
Not
max you
fucking
can have is
50.
10,
Rolled
right?
12 on a D8.
The best.
That's so good.
I think your max should be a 10, right?
It'll be 10, yeah. Yeah, it says potential values. Total fixed value, HP, 10. Total average, 10. Total possible, 10. 14. Turn it to 8. Fly. There you go.
I can't believe that spider tried to land on my face.
He was just trying to say hello.
Howdy.
Here with no name. My name is Neilward. These names all suck.
I like Njord.
Yard.
How about Dats? His first name? Dats?
That's tripping.
How about Manfred?
That's ass.
Works? Wise? Ject?
I'm looking at a random
Dorks.
generator right now.
Well, too bad. I'm just gonna look at some names for you.
Well, I'm not using any of those. I'm high elf names. Davinas. He's Dafinas.
Davinas.
He's definitely an ass. Davinas. Frizz of here.
Okay.
Quick Quinar. Davinas.
Different.
That one's really speaking to you, huh?
No, there's Davinas, and then there's Zaphanas. And there's Wild it has.
Yeah, I live.
Oh, there we go.
Grawward. Vanward.
Okay.
Learn.
Kravos. Oh.
Okay, I got that. So then I have second wind.
Hello, Wendy.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the carnage that is this session.
When you all make spellcasters and you start picking spells that deal damage, do you feel tied to an element when you?
Yes.
No.
I do the same thing. I'm taking Shocking Grasp as one of my cantrips, and I'm in my head, I'm like, he must now have all lightning damage spells.
Yeah.
No, I find that makes your character very
Thematic.
horrible.
It
Well, see,
depends. It depends.
Because
me,
I had only
I
fire
did-
spells against a character that was resistant to fire in our
That's
last game that I died in.
That's right.
Sick.
Well, like when I did
Feels so
Zara, Zara was a fire genasi, so I stayed with like fire type spells.
So you
Yeah.
pigeonholed yourself into only picking fire things until
Yeah.
the very end, and then you died.
Yeah, I did the same thing with
Character
Kyra,
growth.
because she even had the I chose the racial feat for whatever tiefling, where so when she cast a fire spell, she even became wreathed in flame and stuff. So
And with River, I picked. I didn't really choose a lot of stuff that was water based because there's not a lot of spells that are water based, except for water walk or water breathing or stuff like that. But I did pick watery sphere, I think. Tidal wave. But then I also stuck with things like moonbeam, which was radiant damage.
okay.
Your classic druid spells that are because there's a lot of druid spells that are there's only a handful that are good for fighting. The rest are support or just not as damage dealing.
Yeah.
So if I went for damage dealing spells, I went for those
So he's gonna
Moonbeam and
be
things like that.
Paravar
But I
Tremor.
always picked greater res and lesser res, all the support ones I always picked.
Yeah.
And why is he here? Who knows?
Okay, second window's a
Well,
bonus
think about it
action.
and message me.
I can think about it right now. Everything else is done on my character. The only thing I haven't done is equip my armor, apparently, because my AC is 11.
1d10.
That seems wrong. I have to actually equip my armor?
Yep.
Inventory.
Plus 1.
Check.
Short
Check.
or
Oh,
long
yeah.
rest.
Why did my AC only go up 1?
Oh, I don't get action surge yet. Never mind. Okay. Okay, so that's it for. And I don't have any of the Battle Master stuff yet because that comes at 3rd level. So I don't have to worry about picking my maneuvers and all that shit. Okay. Okay, so I'm done with 1st level fighter. Done with that.
Finished with you.
What else do I need? Oh, this, whatever this shit was. Supernatural gift or whatever it's called. Oh, language. I have to pick a language. Basically come. Where's languages again?
On D&D Beyond.
Well, you're gonna want to use the one from the Tal'Dorei, or that book.
Strixhaven?
Strixhaven, page 9.
Oh, languages.
You're there.
Okay.
Because since we're in the world of Theros, you don't really want to pick languages that aren't from the world. They share a lot of the languages, though.
Okay. Now, can you pick, like, if it says one of your choice, does that mean you can pick standard or exotic? What?
I'm sorry, go ahead. What was that?
What are you laughing at?
She'll know.
If it says you can pick one language of your choice, you can choose standard or exotic.
Does it just say choose
For
one
Archaeologist, it says one language
It was
of your choice.
randomized.
I suppose so, yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, they'll never know. It's not as bad as fresh cut grass.
What? What's wrong with fresh cut grass?
The
He
dumb
must- he
character
must have
name.
gotten
It's
a
hilarious,
funny
but
name.
it's pretty stupid.
Oh, you picked a character name?
Yeah. I think it's pretty good.
It must be.
Classic.
It's
Matt.
Erevar Tremorn.
Classic man.
Say again?
Erevar Tremorn.
Erevar?
Erevar. First name. Last name Tremorn.
Okay.
Erevar.
See?
Yeah,
Classic
we gotta-
man.
It's fine.
Oh, I still gotta pick a name for mine.
Yeah.
What's a human name? I can pick any human name that I want.
Greg.
What's a human name?
Greg.
Karen!
No! I am not picking Karen.
Isn't there a man Karen?
Gary?
Gary. No, it's not Gary.
Chad.
No.
Chad's a
male
equivalent.
Karen.
Yeah, Chad's
No,
a Karen
I thought
equivalent.
I thought it was something else. Greg. Ken. It's Ken. That's what
Ken?
it is. Ken. Yeah.
What's your character's name?
Callum.
A male
Oh wait,
Karen is
I
called
was just like,
Ken.
no, I think I want this name. I'm like, nope, that's my Tuesday character's name. Never mind.
I'm the Karen in this one.
I'll think of a name later. I have other things to worry about.
Alright.
Yeah, like putting it on D&D Beyond.
I'm gonna pick Celestial as my other
Hell.
language.
Alright, I'm pretty sure all the major stuff.
Good job.
And the D&D Beyond it. I'm pretty sure it's
Oh, I didn't pick
Oh,
my
I didn't
weapon.
pick any of my
Fuck.
spells.
Beyond it.
But you're going with Tongue Sword.
I was debating.
Did you go with shield?
I did go with the shield.
Yeah, then, well, I mean, you could go flail. Longsword's the best weapon ever.
Description.
What I'm using.
Bloodmorn is the best.
Oh, and I
weapon
get to pick a
ever.
feat. Oh shit, I forgot about feats.
Do I get any monies for being a student?
Background.
Probably not, but you guys can have your.
Description. Oops, background.
Backstory.
I mean,
There's a
longsword
place
is-
to add backstory.
Normally you get monies with your background.
Some do, some don't.
Yes, but in college you get job. I thought money came with your class, like, or no.
You can either
Yeah.
pick. You can either
No,
get money, or
usually
pick their.
money usually comes with your background.
I just went with the standard array, standard equipment, so that I didn't have to think about it.
Fine, I'll
But
pick a
I'm-
longsword.
But I'm beginning to think that I want to just. I mean, I have $0. I can't buy anything.
Cool.
I feel like my character would have at least a gold, but I have to see. What is it called? Arrows background.
Oh, and I think I get two hand axes. Where's hand axe?
Yeah, there you go. A pouch containing 15 gold. Yeah, there's none of this is listed here unless it added it to my character automatically. Let's check before I bitch.
Two hand axe.
Inventory.
Oh, if it's light or thrown, does
Gold
I add
is
my
0.
dex to
It
it?
didn't do it. I have 15 GPs. 15. Add. Then character backgrounds. I get a bottle of black ink. Whoa.
Oh.
How do
So I can
add
use my
items?
strength. Okay, okay. Cool.
Bottle of. How do I
What?
add?
One, two.
How do add? Manage? Add item.
So I have a longsword and two hand axes.
Okay. Ink. There it is. Bottle of ink. Add. Backpack.
I think as an archaeologist, she would have a Dungeoneer's pack.
True. A book of poetry. Whoa, dude. Book.
She has stuff that I'll list.
School uniform. Hell yeah.
Can I make a background?
Unit.
Give you some thought?
What?
Can I give you some thought on a background, or do you?
You mean like a tie-in?
You know what? No, I'll wait for you to do that, and then I'll give you my idea.
Because the only actual character I've had in your campaign was Rat, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't really have much to go off of. Unless it's like it can be tied to any
Languages.
character.
I would prefer it to have been one of the simple fatties, because that makes.
That's what I mean. Any character
Yeah.
that has that, like David's character was a Leonin, so it could be tied to that one or what was it? Crown? No, that was the Orc. Who was the
Oliver.
Leonin? Oliver.
Wait. Which is the book that had the supernatural gifts?
That one.
That one.
This one?
It was like 28 or something.
Oh, there it is. Page 12.
12. Did I pick one of those? Oh, inscrutable. Which I need to find some way to add that to my character.
Just add it to your notes. But I have a link.
Bird chirp, bird chirp.
I mean, you're asking for the laser dinosaur.
Never said I didn't like it. I just
Oh.
said bird chirp.
Oh, okay.
Or I can make it a custom skill. Here we go.
Iconoclast gives you access to spells?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so does your background. You pick any of the backgrounds from.
Well, Archaeologist doesn't give me accents to spells.
You picked the wrong one.
Why would she have?
Because you're going to a magical school. And Theros is very magical, very god-driven.
Oh.
That's why if you choose to not believe in gods, you know, first to people, but, you know.
I feel like that was a backhanded
Inscrutable.
compliment? Not a compliment. No, just straight backhanded.
You can choose to have whatever you be what you want, and there it is. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Instead, you gain the following traits at the character level listed in each one. Any spell you cast in each.
I'll print those pages out too. Copies so we can. I'll just make everybody a packet.
Well, we already had one person drop out of our game for 9.
Uh-oh.
So we need to fill in.
So
I'm gonna put that. Protection from evil and good.
So I'm just gonna label it as inscrutable deception. I don't even know what it would be. I'm just gonna have it somewhere. Advantage. I'll just call it Sphinxish. I just want it somewhere on my character sheet so I don't forget that I own it. I guess I'll label it features and traits.
Just put it.
I just have to remember
Yeah.
to grab this book at different levels because Iconoclast levels up with everything else.
yeah.
Make a note here, levels up. Remember to check it.
I thought as a DM you could like add whatever you wanted. Because like Mercer like creates items and gives them to his players.
You can create
Like,
items. You can make homebrew.
can you make a homebrew feat? Then make them our supernatural gifts to give us as a feat?
That would be cool.
Because I was looking to see if I can do a custom feat, but it just said I can only pick what's available.
Let's see, my homebrew collection, my homebrew creations.
Oh, anvil rot is actually kind of neat
I thought about going anvil route.
for a fighter.
Oh, we'll go for a bard. He's just like half mechanical / whatever. Because that doesn't. It's just like
Your appearance bears a metallic sheen and visible joints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're human.
looks
Probably a normal human.
kind of neat.
Okay, so people have added the supernatural gifts as homebrew feats.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'll do.
So I guess when you're making your character, if you turn on homebrew, you pick this.
I'll see if I can do that. Homebrew content. Put it. Ability.
Read.
Nope. Description.
Read.
Just a second.
That's fine. Take
Jen
your time.
says read.
No, just to go with the idea that Nate and I had mentioned earlier. There's a whole fucking supernatural thing devoted to that.
The boon aura?
No. The companion one.
Protection?
Yeah.
Oh. That's funny.
Oh, you can add the Strixhaven Initiate, Silver Quill, whatever. Okay, so that's cool. So you can add those. Under...
I just saved them to my account.
Linguist, lightly armored, lucky. Nope.
What would a fighter be?
Maybe it's an unavailable. What if I be what?
If I was to really pick like a supernatural origin,
Oh.
what would make sense for a fighter?
I mean, Iron Forge was cool.
There's Unscarred.
Unscarred
I
is
do
good.
like that.
When you take damage, you can use your reaction to roll a d12
It's
and
the
reduce the damage by
it's
that
the barbarians, or it's the Goliath's stone's endurance.
total. Hmm.
But that effectively doubles your HP right now.
I mean, doubles my
Because if
HP.
you have 13 HP and you have the ability to cut the damage you receive by 1d12 plus your con, you're basically doubling your damage. If you get hit by
Yeah, but I can only
10
do that once.
Yeah, I know. But that's still pretty good.
Yeah, no, it is
Prevent
really
yourself
good.
from being one shot.
Yeah.
Okay, I see where I can add extra feats, but I'm not sure how to add a homebrew feat.
I found out how to add the silver quill one, which was as far as
I mean, that's not a bad one.
extras. Search
These
names.
are marked feats, so they would be under feat, but no homebrew stuff is.
Yeah, I checked homebrew and I see nothing. Unless I have to like relog. I don't know. Let's try D&D Beyond.
No, because I have your character sheet open and I'm. Right, time to Google.
Profile. How do I get to my character?
It's in the campaign. Or it's under your characters, depending.
Elections? Oh, my characters. Features and traits. Feats. Manage feats.
So somebody said on D&D Beyond's forum that they could do it.
How do?
Yeah, how do?
How... Oh, inscrutable. It's there now. Relogging did work. Add.
Oh, cool. Yay!
There's a bunch more now. There's tons more.
Okay, so I will add Nate's form. Maybe? Perhaps?
Happening? I'm sorry.
I can add your heroic destiny.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Alright, so Sacred Flame, Thaumaturgy, Vicious Mockery. Oh, it's Sacred. Sacred. Oh, that didn't work. Oh.
I think I'm gonna go with Unscarred instead of Iconoclast.
Okie dokie. How do I add spells?
That sounds kind of fun.
first. No. Manage spells. Or add spells.
Oh,
Vicious
And that doesn't
Mockery.
level up, it's just something I get.
Thaumaturgy.
What are you typing over there, a book?
his background.
Backstory.
No.
Why can't I add thumb?
Unscarred.
Known spells. Vicious Mockery. Add spells. Now, how do I add a spell for a class that I'm normally not supposed to be able to, but I get it via the feat that I added that doesn't give me access to it?
Is it added?
Yes.
Features and traits.
Let's see.
Boots and traits and boots and traits.
Yeah, I added it.
Where does it go? Would it be under feats?
2 cantrips, 4
Alright,
spells.
Jen, that means you have to pick a god.
Oh, fuck.
Or they'll pick you.
2 cantrips. Oh, Silver Crow just gets silvery bars right off the rip. Alright. So.
Heroic Destiny. Ding-da-ding. Whoops. We rolled a 1 on our API check. We're heading into town to visit the blacksmith for repairs. Try again after a short rest.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to relog in order to do that.
Ah, okay.
Like you might be able to just go to your character sheet now. I don't mean relog. I mean like go off the page completely. So you might be good now.
Hello. Hit it.
And then when you click on the hard to kill, you get that description.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Oh, gods, where do I find that?
In that book. Jen, it's 8:46 and that'll take some reading, so just read this week and tell me.
Got it. Okay.
For what?
Pick a god.
Oh, Gods of Theros, that's chapter 2.
Okay, yeah, it's cool. It's in there.
Okay, because I think I'm gonna go with... Oh shit, where did I find it? Here it is. The origin, like the unscarred origin.
Mhm.
I was rescued from the underworld and I'm not sure I fully returned to life. It's always so cold.
Yeah, I think, like, outside of expanding a little more on my backstory a little later, I'm good to go.
Okay.
I'm ready to roll some dice.
Well, and I don't get to pick a lot of stuff because we're only level 1, so...
Yeah, fighters are pretty simple right off the rip.
I have 2 things I need from you,
Who?
Jen.
Me?
A name
You are
Oh,
Jen.
shit.
and your
Name.
race. What did you
Oh, I'm a human.
Mark?
No, just a regular human.
Human. I actually just spelled it human.
H-O-O-M-A-N. Human.
Human.
Or W-H-O. Human.
Yes.
I am Human.
Nate, did you pick a background?
Yes.
Not like what is your story, but your official background?
Yeah,
Do you
it's the, it uses a lot of stuff
Oh,
from
you want me to just look?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the power of D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
That's the...
I was hoping somebody would pick that. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, all things that made sense. Shit. I hope.
Alright, and I'll read about Lorehold and shit later.
Heck, does it say my
What's
back?
it called? Lorehold Scotland?
Under description.
Lorehold College.
Oh, okay, there we go. Cool.
So next time I will come with printouts about jobs you can have, about extracurriculars you can do.
Oh, I have to pick a feat.
Are those in the Strixhaven book?
Uh-huh.
Are you cool with us just looking at those?
Sure.
Okay.
I have to pick a feat.
Yeah, you're welcome to look through, just avoid the adventure section.
Although I guess on the other hand, what are we gonna do this kind of same thing on, well, I don't know, next week I guess we'll play Matt's game?
Yeah, that was the plan. Next week is Matt's game.
So then are you gonna handle all this with David like separately?
Yeah, because I messaged him and he still wasn't sure what he wanted to do. So
Okay.
sounds like he am busy.
Did you end the stream?
No.
Oh. Fine. Okay, then it must be my computer.
I still see it.
Just put human name generator.
Yeah, you get a human fantasy name generator.
This is how to name humans.
I am human. I have 2 arms and 2 legs.
Are you doing male or female?
Female.
Okay.
Do a male voice. Do it.
Yeah, do your best male impressions.
Jen can only speak in rap.
Show me your best, Greg.
These aren't human names. What is this?
What is it? Give it. Shout one out.
These are not human.
Because it wasn't made by a human.
They're all human. Every last one of them.
What's inhuman about them?
Bristle.
None of those names are.
Oh.
Oh,
What is
come on.
that?
Come on. I have met many a miss.
Jezreel Dro.
I have met so many Manesnas.
Like,
Wow, Jen.
Are you
bookmark
sure you
that.
picked human?
Bookmark that to show your FBI agent, okay?
Scroll-
I can't read
just
it.
scroll
by
down.
aliens.
it says human names, Dungeons and Dragons. This name generator will give you 16.
Okay, go to babynames.com.
No, those are like lame names. You gotta pick like a cool name. Bleh.
Yeah.
I am there.
Like,
Look at that totally super hard way to spell Rita.
R-E-A-D.
none of these are human.
R-E-A-D-T-A-H.
Funk is kind
Rita.
of human.
Ho.
Oh, yo.
Misro.
Yeah, like these aren't human names.
Honey.
Fuck this.
Hey,
I'm not.
honey.
I'm going to baby names.
Be Lysandra.
I'm going to babynames.com.
No, pick up.
Check
Look
out the player's
at
handbook.
look up Magic the Gathering playing cards. You could be Lysandra, or you could be like Liesa. You could be
Magic.
MTG female character names.
Oh, MTG.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering.
MTG. Female.
There's all kinds of
names.
there should be all kinds of names. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Amafrey, Betha, Caffrey, Pethra, Mara, Olga.
Top 10 hottest girls in Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Like lies.
Okay, well, I know.
Oh, Siona.
I actually had a mind crank, by the way. I found it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So I have a few things to do for homework.
Kiara.
Matt, I need you to think about your character background. Nate,
Yep.
it sounds like you have a good start on yours, so just send me when you're done. Or are you typing it right in your note? Or
Yeah, I put it right in
Okay.
the thing.
Then I shall read that.
Roll in the notes.
Jen,
Yeah.
do not forget about this when you leave. Keep working on your character.
Yes.
Where does it go when you're done?
D&D Beyond.
You got 2 weeks to do it.
Well, does she?
Probably.
Why? We're doing your game next
If we
week.
do my game next week when David's here, and then we play your game the following week. To me, that's 2 weeks. She might want it earlier to prepare, but
Oh.
it's up to you. What do I remove to make this budget?
I don't like any of these names.
I think I'm just gonna remove a land and put in a basic instead.
Okay, so with
Lily.
that- Lily.
Liliana.
You had to look at a generator to find a Lily.
I already had Lily in my head,
Ah,
but I wasn't sure if I wanted to stick with it.
Okay.
And then I came across Liliana. And I'm like, no, Lily.
2 L's.
L-I... Actually, I'm going to go with Liliana, but it'll be short for... But Lily will be short. It'll
Spell
be
it.
Liliana. And then Lily is just Lily.
Here's the hard part.
Liliana in my
Last
head.
names. Because your teacher is going to be like, Miss blah blah
It is very-
Cooper.
Especially because I like alliteration.
I'm going to go with Cooper.
blah.
Oh,
Liliana Cooper.
and I added this guy in there.
Oh yeah, I like the comic.
I added Master of Death in there.
Could you
Okay.
pass me the
So
erase
Nate
potatoes.
and Matt are already moving on.
Well, I have my magic game in the next,
Yeah.
20 minutes. But
Alright, so we're going to stop here. We'll see you again next week for Matt's game.
yeah, hopefully David will be here. You decided to take a road trip. Who does that? Who wants to go outside? It's so weird.
And bye.